cool things just came my way today. In the middle of opening the mail, I get this really nice letter from Steve DeJulia that they're going to have the Philly meet at Willow Grove. And the person responsible for making it happen is Bob Zambelli, of course. So, hey, Bob, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. We really need some new fly-in sites for contests, too. I don't know about Dave Cook, if he's secured a site yet. We'll be missing that contest, and it's a shame because we have obligations here with Elliot coming in. Anyway, this is Bill Richards, Brodak Nobler, Old Brodak Nobler Dope, Lindy Horns. I guess that's a pretty good combination. Maybe we could get him to pay the phone bill, too. Hey, this is Bill Rich's new ship. We've had pictures of this on already. Now, I got a lot of email from Bill. I'm not exactly sure because he didn't caption the pictures. I know the tail broke on the plane and he had to repair it. He said he repaired it, and one of the emails were Dowell's. Well, I can't tell where it's repaired. You did a pretty good job, Bill. Maybe it wasn't broken at this point. I'm not sure, but Bill had another. I'm going to run these pictures through. Bill is really, really one of my best friends. We always call each other Stew Ball because, talking about breaking things, Bill had, true story, in Lincoln, Nebraska, he broke 3 tail wheel wires. So we started, now you know this is very logical, we started calling him Stew Ball because Stew Ball was a racehorse. And I have no idea where that came from. You know, as all things sing, it stuck like glue. Anyway, so about 3 weeks later, Bill has told me how great the Brodak Dope is and he loves it and he's going to hug and kiss me at the Nats. His new plane's ready to go. The tail folds on this plane, and oh man, that's a heartbreaker, and I know how that feels, and I sure know how this feels. So does Midgley. He flew into something, and I know he's going to be able to fix this. This is not real challenging to fix. In fact, I sent him down the Strega repair tapes, and I think if he'd like to trade me for Strega, I would have much. This is what you always do when you have a crash, too, is get all the little pieces, because sometimes you can play jigsaw puzzle. Not always. Now, something like this, and I wanted to use this picture, something like this. This happened to Bruce Olson, by the way, too, at one time. What my feeling is the outboard wing. It looks like the outboard wing. I can't really, yeah, it's got the numbers. What I would do is carefully take masking tape and go up, down, and around both sides of the wing. And then take a brand new XL blade and cut this chunk out of the wing. Just cut the whole chunk right out. Then take a block of wood, nice soft punk wood, and fit the block right in there. Tack it in with a couple of dots. Carve it to shape. Get the shape, because you can look and see if you have the wing out of alignment. And if you can get it in pretty good alignment, even better. Best way, maybe draw a little center line on the front here. But then cut it and snap that piece out and hollow it out. So in effect, you just have a big horseshoe. And then you can block sand this down. Obviously, you'd have to continue to paint out to this ink line. Now, it looks like, yeah, you lucked out. There's an ink line on both sides. So you can just repaint this white and then redo the numbers. It looks like, and I think Bill's already got it painted, so, but I'll see on the next email. I get an email every couple of days. It's heartbreaking when it's a new plane, a good plane, your plane, any plane. Doesn't really matter, but it's good to know, and I hope some of the people can appreciate some of the things I've tried to work on to make it possible to fix planes, or practical, or doable, or that you can even do it at all, that you have a plane to fly. Anyway, Bill, thanks for the photos. Appreciate them a lot, and hey, it's a bummer, it's a Strega bummer, I don't know what, but hope we get it done, and we're going to have a great time at this year's Nats either way, guy. Right in the middle of making up another batch of pipes and pipe parts and whatever. And the most exciting thing in the whole world, we're ready to paint Rich's plane.
And then it's done.
Now Rich, of course, brought a pizza, soda for everybody. We're all working for basically no money. Let's see how it looks now. Now you're going to do the white, and then you have one more. What are you going to do? You going to do lettering yet?
And the lettering.
You got the mask for the lettering gun? How much did the guy charge you for that?
30 bucks.
Yeah, I think that's the standard price.
Is it?
All right.
I got
Hey, let's get that side of the house so the wind isn't blowing all the crap, and do the bottom first.
Can I stand in front of you?
Now what Rich did, he bought a new gun at Home Depot, and we kind of set it up for him here, but I want him to get some practice on this. Try to keep the part that you're spraying in the sun, it'll help. You'll see it run a lot quicker if you can reflect off of that. This is nothing more than 50 thinner, 50 white Brodak, a little fisheye killer, and a little flex oil just to make sure, because he's got a silk span playing here, and I always like to play it on the safe side. Let's see how that's going. Now, what you might be easier doing, Rich, is holding that hose with your other hand. Or is it harder for you to do it that way?
I'm left-handed.
Put it over your shoulder sometime. I'm trying. You look like you're getting the anacondas. Put it in your nose. Okay. Practice always, no matter what we do. We did all the little parts already. Practice on the bottom first. This guy. The dinosaurs in Jurassic Park learn faster than this guy. There you go. Covering nice?
Yeah, this is nice. This is nice paint.
Now listen, what Brodak wants to hear this over and over again. Dear John, I will buy everybody pizza out at Brodak's because we love this paint.
John, is this your paint, John?
By the way, we got a Aeropoxy dealership today, Rich.
Oh, good for you. Congratulations.
Right, we're gonna epoxy your truck later while this paint is drying. Do our Aeropoxy test. That covered great. Okay. Always practice on the bottom. You can tell there's no wind today. Well, you look like you got it under control. Now, all those practice sessions you did in the winter when you were freezing here and you were mumbling and moaning and...
When my finger was freezing?
Oh, now it's 92 degrees. Is anything freezing? Well, you're glad you learned it now. Now you don't need me. If I, like, one day you find out a bus ran me over or something, hey, who needs Windy? I know how to spray paint. As long as you get one row further up the food chain than Gene Martin, this will all be worth it. Gene, we do nothing but harass you when you're not here to defend yourself.
Mike, you're all right. You're a good holder.
Mike and I were putting that tent up at the Circle Burner Field. What a horror. Man, I couldn't wait to find some excuse to get out of there.
Yeah, you ran quick.
I ran like a rat. Hey, this is covering real well. Just keep the spot that you're painting in the sun, because then you can see the reflection of it.
Yep.
Now, while you got it at this angle, too, you might want to hit that side of the pipe tunnel. You know, get some paint down in there. And leave the nose go. Don't get any up on the nose, because later we'll hold it by the wingtips when they're dry, and then you can spray that. No problem, right? It looks real good. You're doing fine.
We're getting there, huh?
Yeah. You can give lessons tomorrow. We'll set this up. You can be Rich's School of Brodak Dope Finishing. I think that'll be fine.
The infamous Vega is nearing completion.
Now, it's okay to be, if the bottom is not really totally white, but you want to get a second coat on the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't want to turn this into a 7 ounces of white finish. We're going to put 1 pint of white on this plane, not 1 drop more. And if the bottom's gray, tough. I don't want to turn this into a Buick or anything here. What do you think, Mike? Did you learn anything over the winter?
I think so.
All right. Let's see what's good about this. While this is drying, I can have Rich mow my grass. You know how to use an edger?
No.
Up until today you didn't know, you mean?
I don't know how to use an edger.
As of today, you're going to be an expert. All right, that's just take your time. You don't have to be done. Karen's not going to be home for an hour.
Karen likes me. She told me.
Up till today.
I'm her friend.
She said she hates coming home. You never bring any cannolis. You never bring anything to eat.
You don't know what I had
Never
to do
take us out for Mexican food.
You don't know what I had to do to get out of here.
Oh,
my
man.
place.
Well, when you run $1 million a year business, man, if I had a business that generated as much money as you and I didn't even have to be there to run it, I mean, that's forget it. That's pretty cool.
I got to go ahead and put my wife's name on this.
You better put big letter sets. Thanks, Sue. Thanks, Sue. Underline it, put an exclamation point. Because what you put her through this year and what you put me through, what did I put you through? Mike, what a short memory, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
When it comes time, almost done, we forget everything.
Oh, boy. Soon as they get done painting the plane, it's Windy Who.
Lindy who? I'm up.
He's even better. The plane isn't even finished. He's already.
I'm up.
He's already throwing me out like an old Kleenex.
I'm up. Pull the ladder up.
Oh man. Too close. You're too close. Back up a little bit. Okay. In the trunk. Did you slam the trunk on it?
He's embarrassed.
So how do you feel now that you're a master level painter?
I feel that I'm almost there.
What do you want to say to Gene Martin?
I want to say that with the help of Wendy, we got there.
What are you, Lindbergh crossing the Atlantic? You got there. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Good job. We have a new friendly visitor in our yard every night now. We call him Rocky. I don't know if you can see Rocky here.
Hiding.
He's eating something. I can't tell what he's eating.
He's probably eating my plants.
Come to think of it, he is eating your plants.
Okay?
Rocky, you're not supposed to eat our plants. Rocky. And you leave those fish alone, Rocky. I'm not kidding. I'll take you to Brodax. I'll put you in a trap. You'll have to live out in Pennsylvania.
Wendy, somebody has been digging in my flowers right here.
Uh-oh. Rocky's eating the flowers. Rocky,
That's why my impatience here. What are we
you're going out to Buzz Brodax.
hot?
Get!
He's not moving. He's not the least bit intimidated by this.
Get!
You open it to the end, no place to go there. He's cornered.
No, there's a hole in the fence there. He goes through it all the time. I sprayed him with the hose the other day. Get! Get! You can tell I'd be a great bodyguard.
I noticed.
I said, Steve the Julius probably saying, yeah, right. This is a biker raccoon. He's a Harley raccoon.
He's digging in my flowers.
What's he doing?
In my flower case.
What are you talking about?
Right here. This is the pot.
He's eating. He's digging the pot?
He's a holes in my pot.
Rocky! Rocky, you bad boy.
I saw you in plant flowers with holes in them.
Rocky! Rocky, you're going to John Brodax. You're going to live in Pennsylvania, Rocky. There's an adventure every minute here at the Artnowski's swimming pool. Anyway, the weather tomorrow is supposed to be a nice flying day for Middlesex. I really hope it is. We really desperately need some good weather. Joe and I are dying. You brought that for Bobby?
He shows up.
Yeah, I brought some stuff for him too. I hope he shows up. This is our young man that comes and cheerleads for us. We got him a little plane. I got him some magazines, and I got him a whole set of Brodak videos, so look, he's going to show up with his mom. Anyway, in the constant quest for a raccoon-proof flying site, we got some drawings here from Gerald Champ. Joe's got some stuff from Boeing. We're starting to really put this P-51 project together. Let's see what Joe's got on his itinerary today. What a day, too, huh?
Yeah, it should be a good one.
Yeah, every time we say that, as soon as the 10 o'clock comes.
Today's going to be one of those days.
Yeah, we get down here. I got to blow out early. Jimmy Borelli's party is this afternoon, so
Well,
I got about till 1 o'clock, I guess.
that's good. Here, let me show you that.
Okay, now this is full size from your friend at Boeing?
Yeah, from what I showed you last week. Okay. And
Whoa, this guy's some draftsman, wow.
well, this is all computer driven.
CAD?
Yeah. And 240 plus square inches of side area.
Okay, roughly the same as what we have right now.
Well,
Close or?
basically it's about the same area as our original Spitfire size.
Okay.
And the bigger drawing just has this with the wings and stab on it, full-size wing.
What size would a scale prop be if you did a scale prop? 13 inch?
That's about it right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't look so out of scale.
That's how he this represents a 12-inch Bowie.
Okay. And these are like Alrabe airfoils here with
That's the same airfoil I gave you. Well,
an inch of dihedral?
they're not his airfoils in theory, but they've been stretched and welded and, you know.
Massaged.
Massage, yes. And then like this.
Oh.
Bird shit. Bird shit.
They have no respect.
They're just pull it.
Oh, yeah.
Get stuck in there. Alright, that looks good.
Scale dihedral 5 degrees?
It's not scale, but it
looks almost scale, doesn't
see,
it?
the whole idea here is you'd have your bell crank mounted high and
Right.
the lead outs would come out somewhere down here, near the bottom of the tip, which everything will work out good. Just for reference, there's a double star light just to show you.
Yeah, where the motor would be.
And then if you look at the top view, and I think this is important to you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The tongue muffler, side exhaust tongue muffler with that double star light, if you look at this, it's the same as a Tiger 60, you'd have room to do this to the outside.
Well, here's the point. You got enough room down here to make, even if you do a real exhaust muffler with some tubes going down there.
And
these motors make plenty of power without a pipe. It's no problem.
Check out the front view.
Oh, man.
Yeah, just to give you an idea, that's with that 2 3/4 diameter spinner.
Yeah. That's going to be the most difficult part of the whole thing is finding up a decent spinner.
Well, you can probably, you can get someone to spin you one. Probably like somebody could custom make some.
I just happen to know a guy that works real cheap at the lathe. In fact, he works for free.
And
we sucker him into making up, a dozen of them or so.
Are you recording now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you could mold up all the gear details. That's in the bank already.
If you look at the wing, though, it's that big flap.
Right.
It has nearly the scale shape. If you referred to that drawing that I gave you last week that had the scale thing overlaid, this is it. Here, this would be 330 square inches of wing.
So the whole total area is 660.
It would be 660. But with the big flaps, and if it's light enough, and with those airfoils that, accentuate flap deflection for lift.
If you make the plane light enough, the thing will fly if it had a cardboard wing. Just getting it light, and that's the thing that's different now. We can make these things as light as we want. If you look at
the frontal view of the wing, it does have volume. It's not.
Oh yeah, it's not a Magnum wing or anything.
It's not a Magnum wing. It's not a PM wing.
No, that's a nice compromise.
That's definitely going to have volume to it. See, here's the key thing. Look at this crank in here. And if you wanted to, you can kind of just lay those on. But that will give you an idea of what the half span would be. But Wendy, this is so close to being scale.
It's for all purposes. It's scale.
You look at it.
You can enter this in scale.
And then analyze the thrust lines here from the mean average.
See, another thing that's nice about this, the tail is nice and high. It'll be out of the slipstream. You won't have to jink with that.
I think it's got enough balance here. This airplane will be top heavy enough that you could probably put on steel wheels if you want.
Solid steel. Joe Shamp's drawing. Now take his and put it on top of yours. This is tracing paper, so you can put it over there. Joel, of course, is a pro draftsman too, or a CAD man, or whatever you call these guys that can make. No, one is like a traditional stunner, like a Strega.
Okay,
this is the more scale of the two. So lay one on top of the other, and let's see what we got.
Let's pull that one down.
Take that one down. Let's see how close this really is. Yeah, lay that.
What a great mind.
Oh man, this isn't off by 1/8 of an inch. Yeah. It's off. Here's how much it's off on the rudder. Oh yeah. Joe, you're right on. Now Joe's scoop is bigger.
Yeah.
I I don't know if he did this by eye or by CAD.
Well, we talked about that.
Okay, the scoop is larger.
Getting the scoop to look scale.
Without being scale. Yeah.
Now, if you look at his wing, his airfoils that he worked with here.
Yeah, that's a Cardinal. It's Cardinal airfoil. He didn't know about the universal. He was nervous about the universal joints.
I said that you already invented something that will work for that. So
well, Jimmy's got it because of his model car experience. And if they run a quarter scale model car with these universal joints, how can they break? You know, on a flap going into air.
Yeah, well, yeah, look at this one. Yeah, I mean,
that's really cool. Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing how we both ended up
real close. Yeah, you're not off by a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Well, it's only going to be a question of getting a final set of joints to work from.
No,
it's not off
he's
by
got
much.
About maybe a half-inch longer tail moment.
And the scoop, it's this part of the scoop that's different. Maybe
he's got more of a curve on top. See, what I'd try to do is squish down the overall.
Right. You don't want this big thing here. It's going to be too high.
Yeah, if it's high. So I mean, that's what I went with that. But I mean, it's amazing how we both.
They're real close.
Yeah.
You talked to him on the phone already? And there's another drawing there too.
I told him I'd mention to you.
Yeah. Now this is the other Mustang that Joe drew up. Which is the second one?
The second one is done.
Okay. We're buried in Mustangs. I don't even know which Mustang is which. There's more drawings than Lockheed here for crying out loud. Lay that one right on top of that. Joe, you are so close.
He worked these ideas up years ago and put them on a shelf, and then he got his juices flowing again.
Yeah.
So look at this. Let's see if we can get the reference to it.
It's not off by much.
It's like 2.5-inch diameter spinner.
Yeah.
You can see he's a little lower profile. He's got a longer.
It may be that you're ultimately gonna, if you can't find any decent spinners 2 3/4, you're gonna have to somehow neck that all down. I don't know. We'll find out. We're gonna look around and see. Even in Europe, you know that guy at Medusa, they make some carbon spinners. It's not an oddball. They may have a. Now it's another day at Middlesex, and as predicted. We wait until 10 o'clock, don't start an engine before 10. So what happens is, about 9:59, the air starts getting puffy and crazy. Anyway, Joe's made some handle changes. He's got Dennis's prop on here. We're going to try a couple of the other props that he has. He's got a Bowie to try, I know that. So we did the first run, the initial run, launch at 10.5, and it seems like the same thing that we're usually getting on the first run of the morning, where the 2-cycle is not really pronounced and clean. It gets a little better halfway through the flight, so maybe the launch should be 10.6 here. That would be my, lucky guess. And the way this air has been so crazy, I hate to try to fly real slow. And you'll see from time to time you have to move half the length of the circle. See, it's still totally rich here, goes lean here, and it may be that he needs a shim. When it's getting that burst of lean on outsides and not insides, most of the time a tank shim will take care of it. Already starting to move. Boy, oh boy, we have really not had good luck here. Can't believe it. Anyway, Jimmy Borelli's party is this afternoon. We're going to get to see Joe Ortiz. We haven't seen him since he's moved to Arizona. He's got quite a few people invited to the party. See some of the old people. See what he's been working on, if he's come up with anything new. See Tony and Nancy. And of course, the most important thing about a trip to Jimmy's is checking out his lawn. Make sure his lawn has no grubs. Jimmy is the master. He's the concourse lawn man of Long Island. Now my feeling here, Joe, is the handle's still too big. You're still doing a lot of overturning. And for Joe's reference, I would be thinking before the day's over, we'll maybe smallen up that handle a little bit, shrink it down. Another air shift. See, now because it's going into its correct 2.4 here at the end of the flight, I'm thinking, Joe, that you just need to run the motor a little leaner. Get a little pitch out of the prop or get one of the other props on there. And that'll get you to where the end here, it stays dead lean in the overhead, which is what I like. I don't like any force cycle up there. Anyway, good square one flight. I want to see the shut-off. Well, we've been going crazy with tank shut-offs, and I don't have a clue. I've got 3 or 4 different tanks in mind. Every one of them has been a little bit better, but none of them give you that nice clean shut-off like, well, you know what I'll have to do? Take the tank out of the original Spitfire if I have to. I'm getting... Well, see, his is doing the same thing. It just keeps going and going and going like the Easter Bunny. Trying to count laps. Yep, same thing. 5 laps of, You want to buy a gas tank, Joe? I got a bunch for sale. As soon as Joe's done with his next flight, I'm going to take a square one flight on this. I have 3 more of Dennis's props to try, each one with a little bit different pitch. And because the contest Sunday will be at the Circle Burner Field, I'm assuming the one that's going to work, and it usually does, is the one with the most pitch. Usually up there, you just can't really totally flat pitch everything out, but we'll see before the end of the day. Now, we spent most of the day today getting handle settings for Joe, and he's gone back with 2 different sets of lines, 2 different handles. But of course, by the time there's a very unique problem. Joe only gets to fly on Saturday, so by the time we get to this point in the day and the air is really gone, we would like to, well, hope next week we're going to have all the stuff, handles dialed in. We still need a tank shim between the mounts and the tank, a 16th, and I'm sure Joe will do that at home. It's still, this setup still runs harder on outsides than insides by quite a bit. And I think one of the things Joe's going to try is, because the plane turns more violent inside than outside, is eventually shorten the push rod just a little bit, a 16th of an inch, and we have that ability to do that. What's nice about having a lot of trim features on the plane. And we're going to have to bail out early here again. This is the Borelli party for Joe Ortiz. Some of the friends I haven't seen in a while, especially Joe and Peggy, look forward to seeing them. Seeing how they like living down here in Arizona. Keeping the rattlesnakes company. Flying every day. They rub it in, too. Perfect air every day. They really know how to hurt a guy. Especially after a day like today. Anyway, as we're getting more and more trim on this plane, it's always in the beginning that you think you're going in the right direction, but you still have to see how far you can go. And we know we're closing in on the motor run that Joe ultimately would want. And most people, I guess a lot of people think, oh, you just get it in one set of flying, one day out. I find that not to be true. I don't really feel I feel the other Spitfire is about half in trim right now, and all the fine-tuning stuff, like the tank shut-off. I have Dennis's props, and I don't have them balanced yet. Mike's working on balancing them up. I want to try 13 and an eighth, 13 and a quarter, 13 and 3/8. I know I'm not anywhere near the potential of the output of the motor right now, even though I have a real, what I feel is a real good run character. I know there's still more. That motor has tremendous potential, like all of these motors do. But you have to fiddle with it, and fool with it, and get comfortable with it. And in the end, very few, if any, will replace the fact that you just could get out and fly more. You get better faster. I don't know. Jimmy Casale's the best example of somebody I watched every day, fly every day under every conditions. Not really with a lot of high-tech stuff, just keep flying and flying and flying and getting better and better and better. And hey, Joe and I are looking forward to the day we can retire and do this, maybe 3 days a week or something, who knows. What we all need is that early retirement package, real early, at about, what are we, 53? I vote for 52 for the legal retirement age. Not have to make any more bell cranks or tune pipes or anything, just go out flying every day and have a ball. And it's amazing that both of these planes have 2 totally different tanks, and I've had 2 different tanks in mine. And they still, I don't know, the Tigers don't seem to do that. Maybe the Tigers don't have the fuel draw or whatever, but these things they just take that last drop of fuel and they do not want to shut off. I know Paul Walker and other people just shut it off with a loop, and maybe I don't like doing that at the club field because the air can change on you. I like to come up with some system other than a loop to shut the engine off. Let's see if this got any better. Now here's where you know it's at the end of the fuel. It's already coming on, and you can see how lumpy the air is. We're going to pretty much pack it in here. Maybe get up to Dinah for a bagel or something before we get out to the party. For me, it's going to be a 3-hour drive between I get home, change, and get out to the Borellis. It'll be 3 hours behind the wheel, so I don't want to be all beat and tired. And I've done that from time to time, is just fly up high, but it just makes me crazy. obviously it's not a function of the motor or the tank. There we go. Drain that tank dry. Anyway, we'll be working on that problem. Another fine-tuning thing for the future. Next little trim thing Joe wanted to try is getting the lead outs moved forward just a little bit. What'd you go, about 1/8 of an inch?
1/8 of an inch.
And we'll give that a shot. And usually, at least on my Spitfire, it looked like whenever I could see the two wheels like that, that's where they wound up, and that's why I didn't even bother. Mine aren't even adjustable, so I got a little cocky there, but it just turned, maybe I just lucked out on mine, but it looked like that worked out well. Want to run it just a bit slower? Is that what you're...
Yeah, just a tad.
Okay.
Good. Just
Yeah, it's crazy air here too, you know. That 1 hourglass I got, it just took off. Anytime the lead outs go forward, the plane is going to get a little more touchy, a little bit more unstable in level flight most of the time. I should never say all. Most of my experience, that's what usually happens. Lead outs back tend to make the plane more stable. Lead outs forward, a little touchier, maybe a little more corner. Anyway, I thought today was real productive in the fact that did a lot of handle changes, got to try both sets of lines. One of the good things that's coming out of my half of the program is how well Dennis's props have been working. Really have been happy with those props. Dennis, I gotta tell you, you're an okay guy. I don't care what Wayne says about you. I think on this one he slowed it down a bit too. He was concerned about going a little too fast on the last flight. One thing about this design, you can never worry that you don't have enough reserve corner. This is just a cornering tool. had the mandatory good to the last drop fuel shut off. I need to talk to this guy. Magnum for a tank, Joe. I love that tank! Oh! Did you notice things have been cut? So we know what we got to do for next week. I hope Joe got that wing over. I got hit by a bowling ball on that wing over. And when air gets that exciting, sometimes it's better to quit while you're ahead and live to fly another day. I always feel a lot better once the plane is in the car, especially when the wind is crazy and howling like it is here. Anyway, off to Long Island. Okay, really, my back still hurts. We were in the car almost 3 hours driving from Jersey to Long Island. This is in Huntington, Long Island. And now there's one thing. The first, look at this license plate, Lampion's license plate. One of the things, if you look at this grass real close, if you know anything about grass and landscaping, check the grass out. This is Mr. Concourse grass. He has 6 concourse blades of grass in the back. Anyway, this is a little party they're having for our friends from Arizona, Joe and Peggy. They've driven here. Oh, let's see. Oh, where's that Magnum, Joe?
The Magnum.
Where's the Magnum? All the way from Arizona?
Jim Hoffman's.
Oh, not Jim Hoffman. This guy can't get anything, sir. Look at the women are all drinking and getting slush puppied up here already. Look at all water. What unbelievable.
Isn't that terrible?
Water, listen, if you want to have fun, you gotta drink.
I know.
That's why I never have any fun.
I know.
My wife,
Tomorrow I'm going to bring the only one thing.
you gonna bring it tomorrow?
Well, not the Magnum. Well, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she will roll.
Bob, you got anything you want to say to George Aldrich?
I love George. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
If you sober up. You coming out to Brodax or not?
I sure am.
All right.
I have my reservation.
We expect to see you. Look at this backyard, the beautiful Jim Borelli Landscaping Company. Well, what are we going to be treated to in terms of clothing? Oh, he's going to outdo the record of last year?
Nah.
Just keep showing them. Does it match your plane?
Can't wait.
I flew upstairs. That's my problem.
You know, people look forward every year not to seeing your new plane, but what you're going to dress.
What new plane? I make them over.
This is the patented Brodak no-bug bread cover, right? Soon to be sold by John Brodak. Look at this.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I got you on video here.
I got you on video.
Look at the probably make.
Joe, I think you're either your hair's on fire or the grill's on fire. What's going on back here?
Well, I'll get that in a minute.
Where's the stunt ship? You got the plane in your car?
Excuse me, this is not
In the basement?
party.
We're going to go talk about airplanes. Bring it up. Bring it up.
He's here on flight.
How to do an interview. Here's a Joe Ortiz VSC interview. Hey, that's a nice plane. You got this, you got that. Oh, that's enough. That's not how you do a show and tell. All right, that looks nice, Joe. Condor. What's a condor? A bird or a snake or what?
I just called it a condor.
Nice. Nice. Now what did you do? You made a Magnum?
It's a Magnum.
Okay.
With a big Jim nose, you know.
Big Jim Nose construction.
Is that a brand new one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been formed.
You gonna fly this tomorrow at the contest?
I
Or?
might, but I got my other plane flies better, so I might fly the other one. I'm more used to it.
That's a real That's a real testament to your construction.
There you go.
Yeah, let's do another interview, Joe.
No, this flight.
I got enough. That's enough, Joe. Don't hog up the video, Joe.
Super Tiger 51.
Okay.
It's got about 20 flights. I'm still, working on it, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. Let's go out in the front of Jimmy's yard and fly it.
I did that.
Let's see the nose.
Work on the bottom, so,
Yeah, they made that nose looks cute. That looks like the one we made for Don Patterson with the 2 little scoops like that.
Yeah, I wanted a lot of cooling in Tucson because it's hot.
Yeah.
Put it all down a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, I heard you guys do some hot weather out there.
It flies very well. I flew in Los Angeles.
Really? Yeah, looks good, Joe.
Want me to loosen it up?
Looks good.
I'll find a bro.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Galena Maria.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Well, let's see, I've heard all about this.
Okay, yes.
Galena Marie. Metal flake cockpit. Look at this. Oh my God! It's really nice. That is really nice.
I like the flakes in it.
Well, he's been flaky for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, look at even the dust. We can write on name it.
We could write, yeah.
He's sitting in the basement. I think it should be flown.
Flying tomorrow?
You gonna fly this tomorrow?
Not tomorrow.
Brodax, right?
Brodax, all right.
And let me.
The Brodax Marie.
Fox 35.
All right. Let's go high tech. Let's high tech this.
Vico 1 3/4 inch.
True Vico spinner. Let's not hold back. You know, if you make some money in life, show it off.
10.6 top flight prop.
With the price still on. That's a new one.
That's it.
They used to have 25 cents written on there.
Here we go.
Galena Marie.
Yeah. Oh, you see it? You see
Yeah,
it?
What's a nice finish on there?
The tea bags are out.
Yeah, not bad.
All right, let me get them going. Watch, guys.
Hey, when is it going to be time for ice cream, Debbie?
Coming right now.
Coming now.
When we were at Brodax, they served the ice. Oh, look at that ice cream. Dun, 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 dun. Ice cream! Ice cream! Now, every year our club hosts the June meet, usually held in the end of June. This year it's held in the beginning of June. And one of the things that, well, years ago and even today is a very interesting and exciting thing is the fly-off for this cup. At the end of the contest, the winners of all the classes get to see if they can better their score, and the person whose score goes up the most gets to take the cup home for a year. And you can see what's happened over the years. Had a variety of people with all classes win the cup, and it's really been a fine club tradition. Really nice. The trophy was donated by the Hunt family, Jim Hunt family, Bob Hunt's father. So of course we thank the whole family for their contribution, and it's been a fine, absolutely wonderful club tradition. I guess I haven't counted up the names, but going back to 1975, it's probably, this is about the 20th time I've seen the fly-off. I've missed a couple of years, but it's really been a fine tradition, and we're going to try to continue that tradition today. Today is the June meet, 1999. Of course, I got up real early this morning to feed the fish and do all the chores around the house, and it's not even fully daybreak yet, and already the trees are blowing and swirling and moving around, so I just hope the weather holds out for today that we can have a good contest. I always wonder when I make this trip, and I've made this trip for 20 years, maybe more. Every time I make it, it seems like it's just a little bit different. I'm a little bit older. And the history of this event, the history of the club, this is certainly a piece of the puzzle. What goes on at this field, I don't know how to describe it. Bad air, good friendships, a lot of fun. Boy, it must really be early if Sleepy's still sober. How you doing, Sleepy? How you like those Knicks, man? Holy crow. Pretty awesome. Listen, have you... I know, it's beautiful. I know, I did all the finish. I painted the whole thing for him. You going to try to take credit for that paint job now?
Of course.
That's the Larry we know and love.
You always told me you did a better job.
No, that's, well, it's nice, Larry.
My little wood grain is
Let's see. Yeah, that's great. The pilots look great. Yeah, Harold Price would be proud of you. You even got the airfoil all glued down and everything.
Well, that's Roy D. Camera. Give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
Put also right on it. Iron it out.
Wow.
His I might like.
Let's see the motor. You got the antique motor. What do you call it? The anniversary?
Antique motor. I'm a living antique myself. I mean, what the hell?
George always said he's in better health than you, though.
ABC? Yeah, he probably is.
Oh, God, that looks nice.
ABC, high compression head, black.
Yeah, cool. Nice little setup. Is that the motor they were making everybody wait a year to get, or 6 months, or?
Well, yeah, they've got them. No, you can buy them.
Wow.
Not all the plus.
I always like that dyed finish. You know, you can do a nice job with like dyed red, dyed yellow. And
Definitely. Now, what did you do? This is it's silk, obviously.
This is Sig's cheap silk. Nothing's cheap today, but
there's no such thing.
It's 3 mummy. I used to like 4 mummy, which is a little more leaves per inch.
Tighter.
Yeah, you know that. This is kind of thin, but it does give a nice effect.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hold it up to the light.
Oh, when a light goes, I like Fitzgerald's playing. When a light goes through his, yeah, it looks nice.
I used to take pictures like that.
Yeah. Ken Thompson's Noble looks nice in the sun too when it goes up like doing a loop or something.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and you got to have 2 pilots and big fat wheels. I didn't cheat on this airplane. I put the long landing gear on. I even put the 3/8 inch like the plan said.
You didn't like cheat the tail moment on like all these guys at VSC.
Nothing's cheated.
They give an award for the only legal VSC plane.
Who was that?
I don't know. Costello said they're all cheating. They all got long tails and fat airfoils.
No, this is exactly as best I could build it.
That looks great, Larry. That really
that's right. This 32.75 ounces.
That's what they're supposed to weigh.
Can't stand it anymore.
Yeah, there's a guy in Philadelphia, what's his name, Harry Freeland? We were out there Sunday a week ago. He had one just like this, but...
Same thing?
No, it was the same airplane, the same weight. He had just clear white tissue on it with, you know how he does the star?
Yeah.
And the old free-flight Talent, the guy, it looked great. It was 32, 33 ounces just like this.
Yeah.
But that's the way, his is probably more like a Chief should be. We didn't build it this pretty back then.
Yeah.
We had clear dope and that was it.
See, this is what I don't like about clear dope. Mine, you see, there's a razor blade in the way.
Well,
it's a newspaper.
It didn't happen until I started the motor.
You always saw a testament to Fox's vibration control, right?
Well, I guess we should have, at the last point, put a little pipe out like...
Yeah.
Sawdust exhaust.
A tuned sawdust exhaust.
I didn't put that piece in here. I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit cheater. I got tired. Maybe I forgot it. I don't know.
You want to hear something crazy? Yes, it does look nice, Larry.
Thank you.
Whoa. You know that Rich Peabody and Mike Kajeski get full credit for putting this tent up. I was here when they did it. It was an ass breaker.
Yeah,
it really was. And I was looking at it and saying, I'm going to teach these guys a few tricks. About 2 hours later, I was looking for an excuse to leave. Hey! All right, it's bacon time. It must be breakfast at the Circle Burners.
That's right. My problem with the tent is we're going to have to raise the rates.
Oh, no, not raise. You're getting like the taxes in Rutherford. Raise the price. Bob has his hobby shop out here. Buy something, Ortiz. You got a lot of money. The Will. How you doing? Hey.
There isn't even a magnetic tape still has the price still hasn't gone up.
Yeah, nothing's gone up. Show me that new PM. Where's the new PM? New PM. Where is it? Can I have it at Brodex?
No.
All the big shots are starting to show up now. Oh my God, look at these guys. The elliptical mirroring over here.
Carry one of those things and one in each hand, man.
Learn
how to build light out there, huh?
Where's your box boy? You got a new box boy, or you still got the old box boy?
That one is a SV. SV11? What's the other one?
It's a German SV11.
All right, now that's intermediate.
Future superstar. Already a star of the Windy video program. Let's see it. Let's hear it. What happened? It looks good.
The damages on the flaps here.
Now what happened? Tell me what happened.
Just no power overhead.
Just coming at you?
Yeah. Well, I got a decent engine run, so I pulled out on the reverse wing over, came back around, and when I came back over top, maybe about 45, it just kind of just came in on me and drilled it straight in.
Oh, that looks great.
Tore up the canopy, or the cowling.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that looks great. I already got pictures. Steve sent me some pictures of it.
yeah?
Let me see the pilot. He said you're an up-and-comer. I said, maybe you're already here and they don't even know it, you know?
Yeah, my son walked up and said, hey, can you put him in there? So I cut his legs off.
Yeah, I've done that to pilots. I've cut their shoulders. Midgley's the best. Midgley holds the guy on a belt sander until he screams.
Yeah.
My shoulders!
He came up with a handful of guys. I got him in my drawer. And every play he comes up, he pulls.
You're coming out the Brodax, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, what a guy.
I have a few flights on this, and
what a guy. Yeah, that looks real nice. Real nice.
Thanks, buddy. We'll see.
Oh yeah, let me
I think the outfit award is in the bank. The I look like an American flag award.
Let's see if Kyle shows up. They don't have a power.
That's what I did. I was thinking of him. Because he said, what's the matter? You don't wear that outfit anymore.
There's only one difference between you and Kyle. He looks good in these clothes.
And he's skinny. He's definitely skinny.
No, there's nothing to do with weight, Bobby. It's age.
Yeah, but he doesn't have that.
I want to tell you, women don't exactly get aroused when they see you walk by. Kyle maybe, you know?
If only he really does have it. Okay.
Stab him right in the heart. So, you're going to fly today, right? You got your old-time plane or what?
My old airplane.
Old airplane.
Camp, Rich. How the hell are you? Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Yeah, it's the first time I've been out in 2 years. 2 years. He doesn't care. I said, let me come out. He still had the clothes. Yeah.
He has no shame, does he? Chris, no shame at all.
Actually, I'm almost out of elasticity.
That's what happened to me. There's other reasons for that, too.
Show off the pages of stunt news. Hey, Noel.
Okay.
Hey, guy. What's happening? Looks good. Looks good. Looks good.
About ready to be retired.
I like that polishing item. Let's see if he you ought to come out with a real rusty old spinner on a plane. Looks great.
Well, that's a true turn spinner. You ain't gonna put too much work into a true turn, are you?
What's the difference? A spinner's a spinner.
Randy's don't have that.
I like Randy's because it doesn't have the screw in the front, but
Yeah, that's the deal.
I mean, we're not having a screw contest, you know. A polish is a polish.
Yeah.
If it flies, it flies. Yeah, it looks nice.
Well, I showed Scotty how to polish a spinner one time. He never knew how to do it, you know. And I said, you know, it's easy. And he said, well, you should put that in there because people don't know how to do it.
Of course.
Hi, Wendy.
Now, here's the man. I just heard the most incredible story about you being at Joe Ortiz's house and you travel all over the world. You email jokes to people all day. You have nothing to do but spend that inheritance money. I think Joe was exaggerating. He says that Glenn, all he does is sit around all day, buffing spinners. That looks good.
It does, doesn't it?
We have the funny spinner, the polished spinner. Seriously, check out this month's Stunt News. Noel had a great article, and obviously it works.
Come on, get out of the way, Wendy.
That was me. That was
Yeah, I launched him. I remember that.
We know that. Of course,
By the time the people are going to complain, wake up and look at their watch.
Yeah, by the time they get the cops and the cops get down the field, you got to fly it in, then you deny you flew it.
The landing gear is too short.
No, I want to hear this from your lips. The reason you like this engine is it always starts on the first flip, right? Doesn't this happen to me too? You guarantee my engine ain't going to start now. I just put the hex on my first start.
I went out there last year.
Yes. Come on, rub it in. I know. Oh man, you never want to brag that you always get a first flip start. It always happens to me too. We need information. Well, how's Banjock's Mustang? How much times he's got done on it?
I think it's all one piece and it's in silver.
All right, so if he was serious, he'd have it at this year's Nats, right?
About 6 months from now.
Where's your Mustang?
At my house.
At your girlfriend's house? Yeah, you phony, you. Come on, you phony. Unusual big profile for a taxi. All coming in now. We got a nice turnout going, and first flight's be starting any minute. Andy Berry! That's a true thing, and I've done it many times. You brag to people about how you can always get one flip start. As soon as you brag, goodbye. Noel, you put the hex on me. Anyway, this is Noel's rear exhaust, muffled, PA61 powered Kestrel, a Steve Busso design. And it is a work of art. It's a beauty. Got to be fixed and molded. Looks like we're going to have a nice day so far. The breeze hasn't come to Lincoln Park yet. It's still in Rutherford, though, where the trees were wiggling and shaking this morning. Now, the trick always is here is people that don't fly here very often have trouble finding the wind. That's always one of the phenomenon here. And the way we do it, the people that fly here, look at the smoke. See the smoke blowing that way? Now watch, we'll see if Noel picks up on that. And Noel, for all purposes, is not where I would be right now, but watch the smoke when you come around. You can see the wind. Wait till he comes back. You see the smoke drifting off in that direction? And that's how deceptive and hard it is to pick up the wind here. Picking up the wind is always part of the problem. Anyway, Noel really does write a great column. One of the fine contributors to Stunt News. Really have to give him credit. So the stuff he writes about is cut and dry, and he always makes it very interesting and non-controversial. An excellent job. And it certainly looks like he's handling this ad pretty well here. Look at this field, it can change in a heartbeat. In the middle of your flight, it can be in your face. You never really know. I think he's running short on fuel. That's a smart move. Ask Windy. In '92 I went for it and it cost me the plane. Smart decision though. Give you all the credit. Or else it just went lean in the middle of the flight. I can't tell. Get your fuel, Mike. The rest of Team Cardinal arrives. Da 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 da. Wendy, what's that? S&W talking about?
Box. Bring the box down.
You didn't make the tip rate big into the box, huh?
No.
All right, flip it over. Let's see what you did. This is still your motor. You're not using my motor?
Yeah, this is still mine.
Okay, it's your K&B, the one you bought. You got the bell-shaped Venturi. You took the 30,000s out and put what in, a 10?
I put two 10,000s in.
Okay.
So it's in between.
All right, you're right in between then.
Here I got one.
And this is a 10.5 by 4.5. What is the size?
APC, 10.5, 4.5. Works out good.
Good. Good.
You know what I would say? If you had a tip weight box, it was too small.
I thought it was working pretty good. Except when I
Use uranium.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, we'll get it from you at dealer cost.
Sure.
You know,
Either that or osmium. It's even denser.
No, true story. I was telling somebody how these Tiger 60s start on the first foot. That's a joke.
Yeah.
And the guy takes out a $10 bill and holds it in my face. I couldn't get that thing started to save my life. True story. And of course, only 700 people were watching.
Well, last weekend I was out putting a lot of people there.
Now look what he's got in his hand here. He said he had a pizza pie at the house the other night. All the slices are old and dry.
Electrosets and a couple of videotapes.
So electrosets work out?
Well, I found a place down in Virginia that had them, but it's
Cheap, huh?
No.
Very cheap, boy. Get used to it.
Oh, well, the young lady said, "Oh, you're not gonna believe how expensive these are." And I said, "How much?" She said, $18.
18 a sheet.
Not bad.
Yeah, but Tom Lay's are only 10, so half the price.
Yeah.
Trying to get Colonel, is it Colonel or Lieutenant Colonel? I don't know the difference.
Colonel.
Okay, I know you're military guy. That's like important stuff, you know. But no, look at this. Check this out. This is next year's project. And should you want to get on board early, we can make a discount for the molded fuselage shells.
Greenaway numbers?
It's Rabe numbers, really. It's a combination of about 6 people so far. Gerald Shamp, Joe Adamusto, Al Rabe.
All right, so this.
And there's version 2 with the real dihedral.
That's nice. That's a good airfoil.
That's Al Rabe's airfoil. We're trying to get Al Rabe excited about being part of this, but so far he hasn't responded.
Yeah, so you got kind of sour. Okay.
Well, you can get unsour. What the, you know, my wife gets sour at me and then she apologizes after I crawl on my knees and say I'm sorry.
That's nice.
Does that look like something you'd want to build in the future?
Yeah, sure.
What we're going to try to do is make up a mold so we can make carbon fiber bodies, and then so all you would have to build is a wing and a tail.
No pipe? Just
no pipe. No, there's no room for it. We're going to make a carbon muffler back here like Noel has.
That'd be fun to if you could do it up here and bring it.
Yeah, no. There's no room. You just use a rear exhaust engine like a jet, make the muffler back here, make it molded the shape of the body. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to have.
All CAD CAM, right?
All CAD CAM. It just comes right from Boeing. It comes from a guy at Boeing that did some of the original drawings for the Spitfire.
That's slick. That's slick. Now I need retracts.
At this point in time, the battery went dead in the camera. You make yours with retracts. I can't even make my own with retracts. Put that out in the sun. Oh man, Harold, this is the field where Harold did most of his flying too. He'd be jumping and jiggling now.
And it's got 28 flights on it.
That absolutely looks like, you'd have trouble if I didn't know that wasn't the plane, of convincing me that he did a real nice job replicating it. Blue on the bottom?
No, nope.
His was blue on the bottom.
That's the one thing I didn't know about.
But you can't miss the wing shape.
Nope.
Wow. That looks great, and you're definitely going to Brorex. Let me see the landing gear details, the cannon details. Oh, look at this guy. It's got all the goodies on it.
Just the Dubro.
Yeah. Got the pilot going?
Rails wrap glued on.
Yeah. That really looks nice. Did you show that to Larry yet?
Yeah, Larry saw it.
Larry flew him with the original, yeah. That is absolutely a good replication of it. And Bill Hummel, I don't think Bill's going to be here today. Maybe he isn't.
Your
ink method?
That worked great.
Good, okay.
I got a whole set of radiograms.
Every once in a while, something I advise does work great, you know. By mistake, of course. Spinner looks great, the nose section.
Yeah,
got the gun sight going. The only other plane besides the Seafire has a gun sight. Oh, Jesus, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You don't know how this brings memories back.
It flies nice, too. I was having a little bit of problem the last few flights. I couldn't figure out why. And this morning, I disassembled the engine and the fuel tank, and my filter was full of crud.
Oh, sure. Sure. Well, welcome to the 20th century. Yeah.
So I cleaned it out, tightened it up, and but ABC Fox 35.
Well, Harold, at the end, the one I remember that worked real good was the Merco 49, but of course, who can buy these motors, you know? It's nice to know about them.
Let me show you Billy's.
If that ever gets wimpy, and you need a replacement motor, I'll loan you my 40 double star.
Oh, okay. Now, this is Billy Suarez.
Yeah, all right. Wow, that's nice, too. Did you show this? You showed it to Suarez already,
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that's him flying. Yeah, he's flying now.
It has no flights on it.
Let him fly it for you. Make him trim it out. That looks great. Oh, Billy will be thrilled. Does he know you built it?
Yeah, I talked to him. Told him I was going to bring it here. Just the lead out. Tip weight box.
Billy's was a killer. That was a great plane.
Removable gear doors.
You got the hairspray bottles for the jet exhaust?
No, those are hollowed out block balsa.
Oh, he had some kind of the tops for bore for...
He took the tops off spray can.
Yeah. Now, Steve DeJulia is building a Mosquito. Just things I can name off the top of my head. Bob Aronstein's got a Mosquito in silver. I mean, there's just an awful lot of these like half semi-scale planes around. And I think that Mustang's going to add to the list.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Now this is a Flume needle nose. That's a Vico needle nose. You actually can see the difference.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the one is cast and one is spun.
Yep. 1958.
Yeah. What do you have in there, a Fox?
ABC Fox 35. It folded.
Well, you got a whole Air Force of these things. We got to get you to make one of those Mustangs. That'll look nice out here. Really nice. Tom, I'm totally impressed.
Well, thank you.
Totally impressed. Really nice.
I haven't rubbed them out yet. I'm almost afraid to.
You like that Brodak dope so far?
Yes, I do. That one was almost all SIG, except the clear coat was Brodak, and the Phantom is all Brodak, 100%. The Crusader is a little bit of mix of SIG, Aerogloss, and Brodak. One thing I found out is Brodak will tolerate any other kind of dope.
Really?
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's quality stuff, no doubt about it.
And actually, the Brodak thinner improves other dope.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
You mix that up 60-40.
Yep.
And that other dope, all of a sudden, it takes on the same characteristics.
Okay, now this is you flying the real Phantom.
Yep, 1990, out in California Air National Guard.
So you copied your own paint job.
Yep.
And made a scale ship of your own. Wow.
Yep.
You have definitely outdone me. I don't have a Spitfire. This is as close as I get to having a Spitfire.
Got my name on the side.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, that's going to be a hard act to follow. I definitely want to see Suarez, the look on his face when he sees this.
I'll see you in 2 weeks out of Brodak.
Oh, yeah. Looks like they got a record turnout in every class here, and it looks like the air is certainly not getting any worse. So far, anyway. Absolutely looks like a record turnout here. We'll have to see when they take the final head count. Just hope the air holds up. I just saw Kyle go flying by with his outfit on. Oh, here comes Billy Suarez and Tom McLean. I want to see the look on Billy's face when he sees this for the first time. Seen this plane yet. Hey Tom, you have a camera you can take a picture of a stunt news with Billy holding it, you and Billy in the same picture?
Sure, you know that.
I can't afford a camera. Spent all my money on pizza. Looks nice, huh, Bill? I know, I saw it. He carved them. Got the anhedral in the tail. You can always digitally steal a copy of this. That's a great shot. This is the real plane based on the one Tom has flown and based on Billy's model. Original design. Billy, what year was the original one done? 67, okay. 32-year-old design.
Then he went to the Nats in 71.
Hey Tom, when the contest is over, get Billy to fly it. We'll videotape it.
How about what you do now? Damn, that's short.
Dan, where's the Mustang? Where's the Mustang? Where's the...
Coming, man.
Oh, God.
We're trying.
Yeah, a lot of guys say, well, why didn't you smooth that up? And I said, well, the reason is, if you look at the real thing down in there, off with a cob back there. And all titanium back too. How many guys you know leave something rough because that's what you're supposed to do? Back there in the turkey feathers.
Oh, is this right from your design then?
I just made a few modifications, just the lead out, the tip right top, and just some cosmetic things. That's about it.
That is sharp. That's really sharp.
Oh yeah, it's got an adjustable rubber too.
Okay.
That'd be
That's for right now.
Is he making you your box boy? Look at this! He's turning him into a box boy. Oh, what? Make sure he pays you for this.
I only bought the Mustang and pictures for him.
Let's see, what you got?
That's flying license. Yeah.
Oh, the Suzy Q, okay.
Yeah, that'll be the paint job. Thank you. I hope it's, yeah.
Well, I hope you can see that in the air. I hope it doesn't disappear in the trees.
Hey, Bill, there's the paint scheme for this thing. Oh. Your checkerboard Air Express inspired me. Looks more like Diamonds Forever.
Are you the one that's got the fuel can with checkerboard now?
No.
He's lying. It's his can.
I got it all set up.
Oh, man.
Hey, nice shirt. You outshirted me today.
Hey, yeah. We went total classic today.
I got the total Spitfire shirt here from England, by the way.
I can't play.
So tell me the truth, is he making you a box boy? Yeah. Is he paying you? Wow. Flying lessons for being a box boy. That's terrible.
I'm going to teach him how to fly.
Pretty humiliating.
I got to teach him to stand on his head first.
No, take it out. Take it out.
In there.
Nothing in there.
The other side, too.
What does it say on the other side? Thank you from a homeless modeler?
Nope. And don't, no, you got to read the other side.
No IOUs.
Did you use sig dope on this, or did you use
bicycle pay?
Bicycle pay. Oh, God.
You sold that guy the whole business.
I gave him the business.
You gave him the business, all right. Brodak wants to go in a bicycle business. Why don't you, take him for a ride?
Hey, that's what he is in it.
Yeah, he doesn't have a bike shop yet. Get him a bike shop.
I feel overwhelmed. I must contribute.
I'm overwhelmed, too.
Well, put money in it.
Forget, I don't have, my wife doesn't trust me with money.
I wish I had some foreign money.
Yeah, some British money. Some of those złotys from Poland.
What is it?
Take the ballerina out. Come on, I want to see this.
Look at the
ballerina. I can't look at this. This is embarrassing.
I always have to know which side to use.
Reserved for LS itself.
I use that at the Fox factory.
I don't like that.
I put it in the Duke's old thing. You don't like that?
Yeah, what's the big Duke up and put it on his grave? What do you say? All I want is a couple of pictures of the ballerina. Mike's got the ballerina here, the winner of VSC, Spirit of 64, a 72. Yeah, just run me over, it's no problem. I could be replaced with a computer. Don't even bother looking back. Oh my God. They're here in force today. Get that ballerina out. In the world, you can't get in and out of the car because of the rudders. On history, Billy Suarez flying the Phantom while Mike tries to get the ballerina out of the box. Yeah, sure, when we tried following the plane. So he's just feeling it out here for Tom. Recorded a moment in stun history. This is the first time we've ever met Tom. We've emailed him and mailed him and sent him videos and stuff. The first time we've ever met his wife and him up close and personal. Definitely one of our cool preferred semi-scale people. Anyway, Billy Suarez getting the initial flight on it, it looks like. The story is all Brodak dope. What did the guy, Charlie Wickley, to send you the final plans for version 3 now?
Yes, he did. I sent him pictures of this plane and wrote him a little letter about my experience at Tucson. And he sent me back photos of the original handle that Bob Randall had made for him.
The real handle that he used?
And a nice letter. And he's kind of surprised that people still remember him and the ballerina.
Well, I remember him.
Well, everybody does, but he.
Flip it over. Let's see the bottom. I remember working on his nose section in my cellar. Kajeski was ready to step on a plane. So you're totally endorsing Brodak products now?
Yeah, I just
from stem to stern? Okay.
I just got to learn how to put more thinner in.
All right. Boy, there's a lot of nostalgia stuff here today. Wow, what a shootout you guys are going to have.
What kind of fuel you got? I need fuel.
I got Power Master. Beautiful.
Thanks.
And you got that award for this. Haven't even seen you in so many years.
Long time, huh?
All right, Dave Eiskins.
Long time no see. Good to see you, Wendy.
Hey, guy.
All right.
Let's see how it looks. I've seen it in pictures. I've got it on my videos. And now we see it in real life.
Yeah.
Looks super. Nice canopy. Boy, that's the canopy from hell. Holy crow, you don't even need a top block. That is definitely nice.
Yeah, it came out all right.
Real nice. Real nice. It doesn't, the pictures don't really do it justice. That is super duper duper. When was the last time you were at the field? Like 10 years ago or
10
something.
years ago, when you bought 10 years ago, 1990.
It's like a coming home place. Suarez is here. The Phantom, Harold Price's Crusader, the Ballerina. What a day.
It's been nice. I know. I love this place, except when it gets windy.
Oh, well, it's not. Today is a special day. It's going to stay nice. I have a feeling it's going to be real nice. Beautiful job, Dave. Beautiful. Oh, that J3? Oh, I'm sick. My father owned one of these when he was alive.
Oh, man.
I'm sick. I'm sick. Oh, that's a beauty.
Yeah, some of these are...
Oh, my God. Don't even show me.
Throw away there. This was down in antique aircraft flying at Horn Point in Maryland.
Wow. You know, 2 weeks ago, they were having a fly-in in Lincoln Park. The one day I left my camera home. I drive by going to the garden center with my wife. There's beavers flying over, AT-6s, Jugemeisters, all kinds of cool stuff. Look at this stuff. Look at the paintwork.
Little steering wheel.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You never have your camera when you need it.
No, it's unbelievable. If I leave this camera home, there'll be B-17s flying over the field and everything. Wait, that's beautiful. Oh my.
That was...
It's a 195.
Yeah, perfection in paint.
Wow.
Everything there was, geez, gorgeous.
That's a beauty. Wow. That is nice.
Let's see, there's a couple others in here. There's,
on grass?
Oh, yeah.
You got the Tundra tires. Look at this. Oh.
The full fleet pipe. 5-cylinder Kenner.
Oh.
This is a Stearman modified up with cat wings.
Yeah.
I guess for duster work. Well, here's Jesus.
Look at this. Look at that woman. Guess whose wife polished this all night? Honey, with show us tomorrow. Get polishing with Gorhams.
Oh, this.
Look at this. The aluminum spun?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Great Lakes.
I'd so like to be able to do that to spinners.
I guess we should be able to.
Yeah. Boy, the old Noblers with those spun spinners like Silhavy had and Cipra in them. What a nostalgia day this is going to be. Good God.
Well, there's
doesn't get any better than this.
There's some neat stuff.
Look at this view. Oh, yeah, right.
There's the Great Lakes again. Yeah, the work on that was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. These guys are into this like, there's no way you can do this and work a real job, you know?
They can't
have a mortgage or kids or anything. Or a life. Look at this.
The front end of an egg cat.
Look at this.
The little air pump for, I believe, pressurizing the hopper system.
2,000 moving parts. None of them self-lubricating. It's like a steam engine. Like a consolidated steam engine. Wow.
So that's the bird we flew down in.
Yeah.
A friend of mine over in Jersey, or actually Ray Jersey now, owns that.
Dan Belly still have his own plane?
Oh yeah.
He still got one?
Yeah.
I miss having my plane.
He was supposed to be at this flying, but oh man, somebody hit his airplane with a like a riding lawnmower.
That's the spirit. We have 2 or 3 people that were here for the first one. Andy Lee, and he brought his airplane.
Andy!
Jim Damerell was here for the first one. All right.
Where's Jimmy?
Here for the first one. He's apparently flying scalers off the big no shell. Okay, then we got a lot of entries, and I'm really surprised. I think we got 15 experts for this. So let's go along and try to make this run as smoothly as possible. Carmine Scarsina. Don't embarrass me. We don't need a circle boss over here. Okay? They're in charge. They're going to score you, tell you when to fly, everything else. Let's move along. All right? On the back circle, I've got, where's Brian Monet? Now, you're in charge back here. You and Gajeski, raise your hand. We want these to move along smoothly over here. Again, make sure you're pulled and ready to go. The other thing is that today we're flying
yourself up. All right, Reinhardt Cup. First name on that's Bill Simons. That was cool. All right, the winner of intermediate, the winner of advanced, and the winner of expert fly off, and it depends on the wind conditions. It's either who improves the most or who goes down the least. Now, I thought, geez, Spirit of 52 is a perpetual cup. And I'm calling the people and said, you won that last year, where's the cup? And they said, we never had a cup. So guess what? We got a cup now. Mike Costello and I contributed for this. So far, we've been giving this Spirit of 52 award away for 29 years, guys. I got 3 names that I know have won it. So if you know of anybody, come up and tell me. I'll put it down because I'm going to put their names on the side. Okay? Now the other thing we got...
I got it at Tucson. That's the year they screwed up. They wrote it.
Okay, we're going to fly all advanced and intermediate. We may move the intermediate people to another circle. Okay?
Nice shirt, yeah. Gain and weight a little, hey?
It's all those pierogies.
No longer Tampa.
Just keep eating them. You'll be fat like me someday. Nice shirt. Going to Brodax?
Absolutely.
What a guy, what a guy. Is there anybody in the world not going to Brodax?
I don't think so. Rudy.
Oh, Rudy, get out of here. That's cool as can be.
I just had one guy, you know, lift up.
You compete.
Tweener wing with cardinal tips.
All right.
A what wing? A tweener wing. It's one of Winnie's points.
Now, you know what? When he's flying, you know, you should talk to him and say, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? That's great. I didn't know that was Jimmy's.
Actually, it's Taxi after Harry Chapin. That's the movie.
I thought he died.
He did.
He's dead, right?
Yeah.
That's a nice, yeah, that's cool.
Ours, so we,
Yeah. That's a pretty unusual way to do it.
I saw the line on the wing and exactly what I saw.
well, I mean, this area, northeast, you know.
He was
Jim Dorelli's T-Bird.
I know you just want a picture of my sneakers, but I'll move. Is that yours? Okay.
Here's the deal we made. The motor that I got, the Anderson Spitfire motor that I got from Leroy Black, we are going to bring to Brodax. Dan is going to try to get it broken in, and Dan has a zilch we can put it in. And hopefully, see, I've never flown an ignition and really flown one. I mean, not other than just playing. And I'm itching. I don't have time to build an ignition plane right now, but we're going to take Dan's plane and my engine and try to get a club project going so everybody, even Steve DeJulia, can fly a real ignition plane. So Rudy, you guys been flying every day or what out there?
Trying to get it Sunday.
Yeah. You working steady now?
Yeah.
Have the new ship at Brodax or not? You have the new one?
Yeah, the red one.
The red one?
Yeah. It'll be there.
All right, what a guy. Maryland's own Gary Watts.
I got my other new one.
All right. Yeah, the checkerboard. How is Al Reed? Is he still around?
But he's not doing much flying.
Tell him I said hello.
I'll probably see him try to get together with him after Brodax.
Yeah, tell him come out to Brodak.
He won't fly over grass. I don't know why. I've tried to get him to come to some of this meet here and somewhere else. He said, "We're over grass." I said, "Yeah." He says, "No, it's got to be over macadam for him to fly."
Forget it.
Fly with him. He's got Andrews Air Force Base parking lot to fly off.
Yeah. Yeah, you get spoiled. If you only fly in good air, you get spoiled.
Well, I'll tell you what I did with, he won't fly because of the way the landing gear is in that airplane. He won't fly it over grass.
Oh, he's got gear in the wing?
Yeah, the gear's in the wing. But on mine, I made it ambidextrous like you and Joe Adamusko.
Sure, just make that little plate. Hey,
I made the little plate landing gear block.
But see on this, if you want to knock an ounce off the plane, the carbon gear will replace that and you save an ounce. Now, if you want to put them in a wing, put them in a wing. But when you come back to fly over grass,
yeah, I can go here.
Just put it there and you never break. You're never going to break them out of the body. Forget about it.
Right.
Get home time, please. How nice judging. Okay, come on.
18 Long Island is out in force business.
I'm going to get Team Long Island on video, so they better not let me down.
We're out in force. We brought backup just in case.
I want to see some Cardinals in the trophy circle today.
We can bring it over there.
You'll have to buy one. You can buy one. Now, it looks like I'm standing right in the runway. I hope I can get out of the way in time. I want to get a cool takeoff here. Don't hit me, Rory! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! All right, Long Island's own Rudy Ryback. Now, Rudy built one of the original Brodak Cardinals before there were kits available from plans. Got a double star 40 in here. Hey, we have had a turnout here. Cool projects coming up. Obviously, the Spitfire has been one of our favorites. The Mustang, the Adamusko Mustang, coming up soon. Dan Banjock is going to promise, he's given me his word of Banjock honor, that we're going to have an ignition engine running at Brodak's, that Anderson Spitfire that Leroy Black donated to our cause. The reason for this is a lot of people enjoy putting things in boxes and hugging and kissing them and wrapping them in toilet paper and stuff. What I enjoy is when you have something, use it. I like to fly things. We're sending a Red Baron back to England next week. Hey, I want to see guys fly it. I want to see people enjoy it. I do not enjoy collecting. I don't envy people that enjoy collecting. It's a lot of fun. But I don't enjoy it. I enjoy the flying, and knowing Dan, in a week or two, we'll have something with that Anderson Spitfire running. We can then videotape all the pluses and minuses, how it got put together, how to get it started, something. We can start to gather data on ignition engines. But Dan has also come up with a great idea. He's going to measure his van, and if this trailer that the Philly Flyers have, and if they have room in it, if they can possibly squeeze in the sweeper, we can bring it out to Brodak's. But we don't know if we're going to have room yet. I'll leave it up to Dan to get back to me on that as soon as possible and make some arrangements to transfer the ship that's still sitting in George's cellar. It needs a gas tank. If I had a gas tank, and I don't even think the needle valve would need to be set, but we took the tank out one day and played shake and bake, and it's good and rusted. It's 20 years old. It's actually 20 years old right now. And it would be really a treat to get it in the air again and just get some flights. It would be a lot of fun. Anyway, we're expecting to see a lot of Brodak Cardinals out at Brodak's. Several people already have told me they'll be there with their kits. It'll be a lot of fun. We're hoping Elliot Scott has his version with a built-up body that he calls the Cardinal Evolution. And he's going to talk to John Brodak about possibly making a kit for the body. for people that really would like to have a body shipped. That may come to fruition, I don't know. This week we will be getting our first shipment of Aeropoxy Light, now that we're an Aeropoxy Light dealer. And hopefully we can distribute that among the modeling community. A lot of people don't like to order it direct from PTM because the price with the shipping comes to over $20, and it's an amount that no modeler can possibly use. So having it in smaller containers, it'll mean they'll get a better shelf life. It won't run out of code toward the end of it. And what happens typically with a lot of epoxy products, when you buy a container bigger than you need, toward the end of its shelf life, it doesn't want to kick off or harden. And then you blame the product and say this product or that product is no good. I've had other fillet materials that a year later turn to jello and turn to things that wouldn't cure. And probably just because they're out of code. But what happens is you're buying an amount that's too big. Well, now we'll be able to sell smaller amounts for a cheaper price, and you'll always be able to get fresh product. It won't be sitting on a shelf for a year. Just one more nice, convenient thing for the modelers of the world. Rudy, from this angle, it looks like you should be making a handle a little smaller. You're over control, and of course this is intermediate, so try to give people basic pointers whenever you can. One of the 5 original Cardinals that were built before the kit came out. As far as I know, the kit has been, the first production run is already sold out. John's already on his second production run. The guys in Europe love this design. It's one of their favorites. There's some already flying, as far as I know. There was one flying when I was in, and so there has to be more. I know they've sold a bunch of kits over there. It'll be fun as years go by just seeing how many people really do get good service from this kit. I think it's a good design, good basic design. Looks real nice. Get this curve real nice.
It could be better.
You got some Brodak dope on it already?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see the wing. Well, you cranking right along here. You should have this done by Brodax. Well, you can see you got a mistake in here already. See this? Should be in the top. That's a problem right away. See how much control you have here. The controls are very fast here. Just when you go home, take this, put it up in the top hole. Then put the middle one, assuming you have the same horn on the back, the middle to the middle. See, the controls are too fast. What'll happen, you wind up with a plane that the handle will be tiny on it.
Well, he's been doing it all on his own. So.
Yeah, no, it's excellent. The woodwork is fine. But what I'm getting at is there's a relationship. Let's see where the horn is.
I don't have the horn on that one.
Okay, when you put the horn on here, the relationship, you want this push rod as far away on here as it is on here. But you also want to have the controls as slow as possible.
Okay, so
just unsolder this, put it up. It's worth a trip to the pizza parlor just for one thing. Because once this is all covered, now you can't do that.
Yeah,
now it's difficult to do it.
The gap on one over down.
Let's see how that push rod is. Nice and straight. Don't put any bends in the push rod. No, that's fine. See, it's only that this, what'll wind up, is this will wind up being a very, very quick cut. And it's hard enough to fly when you're learning without making that more sensitive. And this is good that you used an 1/8" horn. That's definitely a good idea.
I can do everything but inverted.
Good. Well, Dan will have you flying inverted in no truck. Dan is a good teacher.
I was learning inverted and then it kind of hit the down.
And this is good that you have an adjustment here. So you hit the plane. Exactly. Put the same adjustment just before the elevator horn. So you can adjust it all. That's going to be fine. Just try to get, if you can, you know what I'm talking about, the length of the horn and the length there real close to the same. You don't want to have it that the elevators move more than the flaps or the flaps move more than the elevators. This is really nice. I think you did a lot. This front job is perfect.
Could be better.
I got a dealership for aeropoxy now. You guys know what aeropoxy is to make the fillets?
Yeah, I wanted to get that.
Yeah. I'll have it by Brodex. I'll have cans of it, little cans. See, you got to buy it in a quart container, and nobody uses a quart. It's crazy. And then it goes out of code, and it goes bad. So I have. Let me see one more. Okay. You didn't bend the lead-outs yet, right? Please come up with a good idea. Tell them.
You take sticky back paper and you put it on there and there, and you can use it to file like the rig.
Right, you can get in little corners and edges. And by the way,
Sanding sticks, we noticed, bend all.
Yep, that's a nice thing. That's a great idea.
And they aren't real thick like the...
See, that's the problem people have. They think you have to be a big expert to come up with great ideas. This is fine. Trust me, you're doing fine. You don't have to be any smarter than you already ought to have a good idea. Hey, Dwayne, you going to put in a good flight here or what?
Yes, I will.
All right, I'll wait.
Okay.
Because of your stardom.
Huh?
I know your stardom. You know, you're kind of glowing in the dark over there.
Hey, I got my...
Look at the trees moving here. Look at this air. This is typical of what we've had trying to do all that Spitfire flying. Oh man, the air has been terrible. Unbelievable how bad it's been. We're almost at the end of round one of intermediate. Being so shifty and bumpy today. Really a nice temperature, probably in the low 80s. Looks like it's going to stay nice all day, but boy, the wind is unbelievable as usual. Unbelievable circle burner air. Easy, Dwayne, easy here, baby. Now him and Rudy Ryback have had a wonderful rivalry over the years, and they work together. They watch Windy videos together and whatever, hug and kiss each other at the end of the night, building in Rudy's garage. You got a 409, somebody's got a 415 in here. I know what. Almost 6.5 points to get first. Flying inverted order. We knew it's going to be the tail end of the tail. We'll be at the bottom of the list. We'll get some good air by that time. Starting to look like it won't be long before we'll see Dwayne moving up a class here. Formerly known as Dwayne, the almost a Sandbagger intermediate. Never have any trouble with people being moved up in classes. Not in our area. Real easy. I always go home with that thing again. For 10 years, they either moved the field walk a little or moved the camera. Yep, I'm ready. I'm talking about it tonight. There's got to be a career military guy, except he's trying to... Long Island's own, the Queen of Long Island, Dwayne Rothman. I lost that plate. They DQ'd anything that fall off your airplane. They DQ'd you. DQ is what you get when you go to Dairy Queen. They gave you a Dairy Queen after that? Who got DQ'd? What fell off the plane?
It's supposed to. Anything that... Some paper. I don't know. I can't...
That doesn't count. It has to be an important part of the plane.
No,
like the engine or the gas tank safety, for sure. You can't lose a tail wheel or something and be DQ'd. Come on.
Hey, Barron lost an engine at the mat, so he didn't get DQ'd.
The engine and the motor mount.
Yeah?
Wow. Maybe he lost it. They just came off.
They called it a foul.
Is that a circuit burner disaster? Grabbed it from the pit? No, that's a 50-year-old model. It's 40 years old. Really? That's Rich's 40-year-old. The wind just got a hold of Rich's Nobler. 40-year-old.
Got Tom McLean up here, that Bob Krug, that Griffin,
Get with you guys and, you know, we're going to have a meeting. McLean flying his Harold Price replica here. And no wind is blowing, baby. Everybody's reverted to going very fast and staying up off the deck just to get through. Anniv, tape 1 to be continued on tape 2.